Here are the 3 questions from people in the Happy Way Facebook group where they are getting spiritual coaching for $7. 1, how does one mitigate the mind dreaming? 2, how can I look at annoyance reaction? 3, I failed to practice what would help me to get unstuck. Example, I don't practice getting happy about losing 100 pounds, so I fall into my old routines. Let's dive in. How does one mitigate the mind dreaming? Are you speaking about mitigating mind dreaming or the mind that's dreaming? Because mind itself doesn't dream. It's not a thing that can dream, which you are forced to be exposed to. You see, having thoughts does not mean dreaming. They're not synonymous. Now, mind dreaming or dreaming the mind, that's a different thing. It's an action that we are taking to dream the mind, but we're not aware of it. Otherwise, if we were, it would be kind of like walking into a spinning festival ride, hating it, feeling bad, and then wondering how you got there. Of course, we'd not do that in reality at a festival, but that's what we do in everyday life with the mind. You see, mind is a useful tool when awake and a nightmare when unconsciously dreamt. Now, the question is of how to mitigate, and that means to make it less severe, less serious, or painful. But I'd rather you eliminate it. Learn to discover what you're doing that causes dreaming, and it has nothing to do with what you're thinking. You could dream anything that you're thinking or not. So it's about what you're doing. Pay attention in the moment to what you're doing with your power of attention, to realize what you're doing with it, so you stop doing it. That moment of insight will be a game changer for you. So use the pain. It's trying to wake you up. And when you notice pain, it's an opportunity to pay attention. So start with that, and then I'll work with you further in the group on what to do from there. Let me know. I'm looking forward to hearing your report back on this. Question number 2, how can I look at an annoyance reaction? My question to you is whose? Because this is an annoyance reaction. So don't look at the annoyance reaction outside, because it's never there. It's only inside. For example, you see a look on someone's face and you think you know what it means. And you think it's an annoyance reaction. But in fact, you have no idea what it is for them, but you are the one feeling annoyed, right? That's because the annoying feeling thought is within you. You are agreeing to it and feeling it. We see infants give us a great big grin when they're passing gas, but we have the thought they're smiling at us, haha. And so we are happy and we feel good. What happens when you find out they're really passing gas? Everything changes for you, right? So mind reads are our thoughts, which we then experience and mistake them for others' experience and others' purpose. Claiming to know what someone else knows or feels is mind reading. I call that giving someone the evil eye. I know what you're thinking or feeling, and it will destroy your relationships. So notice your thoughts and how they feel, and see to whom they belong, and become curious about the other. Then they'll feel heard and cared about, not judged or criticized, or who knows what mind read they would be having about your mind read. And that's where relationships explode into complete confusion and unnecessary arguments, suffering, and pain. If you don't do this, if you don't notice your own inner process, your own inner experience, then you'll form ideas about people, like who they are and what they do. And then you will no longer be actually knowing them, nor the reality of the moment. You will substitute them and the moment for the mind. Okay, 3rd question. I fail to practice what would help me get unstuck. Example, I don't practice getting happy about being 100 pounds less, So I fall into my old routines. When I saw this comment, I replied, I said, I don't think that's it. I don't think that's the problem, nor where you are stuck. So you said, I don't practice getting happy about being 100 pounds less. No. What you don't practice with are the bad thought feelings that result in you overeating and under-exercising. If you do that, things will naturally resolve on your own. Your weight, your health will naturally resolve on their own. It's not that you have to motivate yourself to eat healthy. It's that you have to stop demotivating yourself from eating healthy and stop motivating yourself to eat poorly. So pay attention to that. Okay. Then you will naturally start to love eating healthy and you'll love your new look. If you want your questions answered and to be coached out